Hey Nick, how's it going? Figured I'd just do a quick walkthrough on the changes I made to this template, and I can shoot this doc over to you so you can kind of modify it. But basically, your question was how can I have individual invoice numbers as I'm creating different invoices for people? And then the way the doc was built before was super simplistic, where that model didn't really work, right? All we were doing was changing the customer name and it would just grab anything that was unpaid regardless of dates. And the idea that you had is a little bit more sophisticated, mature, like you create an invoice with a certain start date and an end date, and all of the transactions that are in that period would fall into that invoice. So um, the way I was able to build that was created a new section called invoices. Let me ungroup this. And in this, there were a couple of columns. So customer, invoice name. I created a start date and an end date. I think that makes sense for how you might want to run these things. And then what this doc does is it will go, I can look at this formula. It's going to this transactions table and it's filtering to where the customer name matches this row.customer. So there, and then the dates of the transactions are between the start date and the end date. So anything that's in there will show up here. Whether it's paid or unpaid right now, it doesn't matter. They'll all show up in here. And then to create an invoice number, what I'm doing is a rank. So it's ranking Fred's row relative to all of the other Fred rows based on date. So you can kind of click into this and see how this rank formula works. But you can see Fred here has two invoices, one that was an 11:30 date, one that was a 10:30. Actually, I just realized that we want the dates, the rank switched. So I think if I do true. Yep, that'll switch it. So the oldest dates will have the smallest number, and the number will increment bigger and bigger as you go on. And then I figured it'd be useful for you to now actually like track this. So, did I send Paisley her invoice? It was sent, then it was paid. When you do an export to PDF, I figure you can attach it here so you can actually look back in time and say, okay, what happened with that certain invoice? But now you have a running list of all of the invoices here. And when it goes to actually like exporting it, I made a quick modification. So instead of this customer being a select list, there's a section up here that says invoice number, and you can click and grab it. So this would be the Fred Gonzalez. I can right now it just has the end date, but you can change this to be start date or to end date or however you like. I think you've got the gist of how to customize this, and then export this as a PDF. And I think you should be golden. So let me know if this works with what you were trying to do. I really like it. I might update the template to reflect this type of workflow, and I can call it something like V2 or complex or something like that. Alrighty, good luck. Appreciate you sending a note to me, and I'm excited to have you as a new Coda user.